Dominique, please explain to everybody, why don't you like LeBron? Just explain, what is LeBron James doing with Bronny and, Bryce possibly coming in and with the whole clutch thing and like the Lakers. Just explain like your point of view on that because there's a lot of people that might ask you, why don't you like the Lakers and why don't you like LeBron James?
Yeah, I think for me, the Lakers are one of the most winningest franchises in NBA history. So it's not so much that I hate the Lakers, I just hate what they've become. I hate what they've turned into as a result of bringing someone like LeBron James to their organization. And, it's just become a circus of celebrity. It's more we're watching a reality show, the Kardashians. We're not watching basketball. The reason why I don't like LeBron James is because his career has been manufactured and he's created a divide in basketball. Basketball and sports in general, they're supposed to bring people together. Growing up, that's what it did. Whether you hated a team or hated a particular player, that was sports culture. You were supposed to hate players. Knicks fans hated Michael Jordan. But we didn't really hate him as a person, but those are the kind of narratives that are spewed in today's, kind of NBA where, oh, people are hating on someone. They rooted for him to lose. That's basketball culture. People are supposed to root for you to lose. Stop crying. He started crying probably, what was it, like 2008, about how everybody was rooting for him to lose and all this stuff. And, that was kind of the start of me sort of disliking him. And then Bronny,
Do you
I
think
mean, the
so? All right.
integrity of the sport is completely ruined. I mean, he's manufactured every single title. Think about it. LeBron trades himself to a team. Then mysteriously, that first year he gets there, they don't win anything. And then the next year, all of a sudden, they win. And why is that? Because coaches had to get fired, teammates had to be traded. Think about how many careers have been left in the dust, completely and totally ruined in the wake of LeBron James. Whatever happened to Isaiah Thomas? He was a star point guard for the Celtics, goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and oh, surprise, surprise, he wants to do his job. He wants to play in his point guard role that he's been, contracted to do. But of course, playing alongside LeBron James means that you're not allowed to play your game because he has so many holes in his game. All he's going to be able to do is grab the ball, run full head of steam down the court, bum rush the lane, and that's the game. So guys can't play. They have to become a catch and shoot player. Point guards are no longer allowed to play in their position, even wings. No one is actually allowed to play in their role when they play with LeBron James. So I don't like what he's done to the sport. You see Caitlin Clark playing like that. You see Luka Doncic playing this way. You see Nikola Jokic playing this way. These guys are hoarding points, rebounds, and assists, turning the ball over with abandon. That's not good basketball. That's not team basketball. And then we have to take a look at, the fact that there's so many like really great talents that we never get to really see it because of star ball. Star ball, it equates to Bron ball. And it's just not good. It's not good basketball. It's not a good brand of basketball. That's why the ratings are down. Not just because of the 3-point shot. It's because when you think about what a point guard does, when you think about what a shooting guard does, nobody's doing it anymore. The existent, like Draymond Green is a fucking center. This is a joke.
And a point guard.
That's what I'm trying to say. Because players have holes in their games and they don't take the off season to actually work on that, this is why we're seeing this brand of basketball that we have today. This is why ratings are down.
So do you think that Bronny James should have been drafted? Because we said this like the other day, maybe like 2 streams ago, and a bunch of people were saying, "Oh no, he should be there." I really don't think he's done anything. I think the only reason why he's in the NBA is obviously because of his father. But do you even think he's even worthy enough to even be drafted?
No, absolutely not. I think that it hurts the integrity of the sport. And, I'm okay with him having a job in the NBA, but drafted? Why did we need the draft spectacle? He shouldn't have been drafted at all. And people want to sit here and denigrate the 55th pick. Martel, do you have any family members that would have changed their life?
Absolutely.
What about you, Amir? Do you know anybody that would have loved to have been the 55th pick in the draft, that needed that opportunity way more, that deserved that opportunity to hear their name called? So that's the problem that I have with it. It's not about nepotism, because nepotism actually, it's supposed to apply to people who are qualified. It's just like, you said, Amir, that you worked in tech for years, right? The owner, CEO of a company can go ahead and hire his son or, his daughter and whatnot, maybe over someone else that's also qualified, that might have been more qualified, but you need to know something about it. You can't just, come in, do a shit job, not show and prove that you don't belong, and people are just supposed to accept it. So it's not mainly that, I'm not going to say that Bronny just shouldn't be in the NBA at all, because obviously we've seen players maybe that shouldn't be there that are there, right? We've seen NBA busts before. We've seen guys that were great in college that completely tanked as a pro. So, Bronny James could get better. He could, but I don't agree with him being drafted at the 55th pick, taking a roster spot, a guaranteed 4-year contract from another player that was more deserving. He snatched Quincy Oliveri's contract from him. There were more deserving players.